In football, you never know how things are going to happen. So what happened is that in Holland I was coaching the son of Piet Hubers, and he was working for the UEFA in that time. And ISL asked him to look at grassroots in India, and then he asked me to come to India. And yeah, the story started there, and then India came, and from there football of course was not yet there, and the future 10 years later we are here still and enjoying. I think when we went the first time, if you see the enthusiasm with the boys and the will for playing, that was really good to see. And it was an interesting story because we started with a camp for 225 kids. So it was hectic, 10 days camp. But if you saw that the kids really wanted to learn and they were enjoying and you could do something for Indian football, that was for me really appealing for the job, that you could make a change. And I think RFYC did, but also the total football in India made big step. Yeah, of course it grown into a big academy. We started with 24 kids, 5 staff. Right now we have 34 staff members, we have 90 kids. But the biggest difference for me is that the boys who come in have more background. They start already with academies on the age of 6. And 10 years ago, all the boys almost came from the street. That's also good, but you see that football-wise the kids are more developed. And the other big difference is the first years it was really difficult to get specialized staff because football was not big. So I had to get a physio who was in football or a mental coach. It was not existing. So to hire staff was in the beginning a challenge, and I think we managed to pick up the good ones. But 10 years later you see that sports is developing and football is developing, and there are more specialists, and I think that benefit the academy a lot. Yeah, I think the real good thing is that the people who came behind me, Sandro and Robert, they fine-tuned the philosophy of RFYC, and I think they did a really good job in that without losing our values. So I think we are still the same RFYC, but at the end everything is fine-tuned with the specialists on board. We go further as an academy, and we became more professional. So it's a big compliment for the people who came behind me. So I think that is also the difficult task, because every time it's more difficult. For me in the beginning it was easy to start something and to set up things. And how further you go into the future, it's fine-tuning small details, and that's an interesting process for the people who are ahead of you. Yeah, so the will to become that player, and then also the ability to learn. So to listen, but also to express yourself. And I think that is in India the biggest challenge. We are used to listen a lot, but don't express yourself or ask questions. And I think in your whole life you must ask questions to become a better person or a better player. And I think that is something we can and we must change, especially in football, that they take charge of their own development. And I think that is a big thing for players who came in the academy and who went out to ISL. The players who made it had a lot of times that quality to ask questions, not be scared to take initiative for their own career. And I think that is an interesting thing for us to keep developing, but also for other coaches in India to do it. Yeah, I think the role of a coach is to help the players. And the interesting thing is that I see my team always as individuals. So someone needs more help, someone needs help on another way. So you can't treat them all the same. And I think that is a really big mistake we make. For example, if we win a game, we say we all played well, but maybe not. Maybe 2 players could have done better. So I always look at them as individuals, and some people need help on the tactical part, some people need more help on the mental part. So try to really see where are their qualities, because I believe always to look in their qualities, and then also look in the things what they must do better. And I don't believe in something they can't do, because you can always develop that. And if you know that from a player, then as a coach you can really help them. But saying all things to the whole team, I think, is not helping an individual play. Yeah, the standout memories for me is when I meet players who are out of the academy and still come here and happy to be here and have nice stories from what we share together, and that they are successful in life, and that are not only the players who made it to ISL I-League, that are also players. We have now some players who are studying in America. They enjoy and they are successful in their studies. And I think that is for me in 10 years my happy moments, to see that players go out and succeeded in life. And yeah, for the rest, there are that many beautiful moments. That's why also I stuck 10 years, that it's difficult to say that particular moment was beautiful. But yeah, the trips, foreign trips, but yeah, also working with all the staff. You became friends with staff members, so that's, yeah, all good memories. Yeah, what I already said, that's the biggest task for the people who took over from me. The academy is right now on a high standard, a high level. Also, if you compare it with Europe, we are doing things, we have things in place what a lot of clubs in Europe don't have. So we can be proud of that. But we mustn't think we are already there. So it's fine-tuning every time, the departments, it's fine-tuning how we treat the boys. And to keep doing that, be on the toes, that is, I think, for us the challenge. And I think if we can keep doing that, every year we can make small steps. Yeah, we can make steps towards maybe the best academies in the world. But yeah, before we are there, we still have steps to make. And if we as an academy still see that and we work hard on it, then I think we can really grow to become an academy for the future, for the world. That's interesting to see.